Well, hello, YouTube. I haven't made a video in quite a while, which I'll make one explaining about that later, but today is a little mixture of everything. I have a 140,000 BTU master heater. I have a 100,000 BTU Toro Porta heat, big, huge torpedo heater. It apparently holds 11 gallons. Wow. So we're not going to fill it up because I only bought like 14 gallons of jet fuel. Well, 10 gallons, I think, now. But anyway, yes, that is jet fuel, not diesel. Jet fuel. So I'll be filling up this one a little bit, filling up that one, repairing this one because it got left outside for 2 years. So it got full of water. But it still runs. I actually had a Gatorade bottle rigged up to it. And then, of course, this is my little Ryobi heater with the propane. Also, this is the solar setup as well. So we have the solar panels. They grew quite a bit. So we have 100, 200, 300, and 400. So there's 400 watts of solar now. There's 3 more of those panels on top of the roof. These Thermo King ones, I don't think I'm going to be able to get them fixed. I'm going to have to probably take them completely apart and rebuild them because they were broken. These ones are just done, so we're not going to worry about that. And I'll show you in the shop later because I don't have the keys right now, but we'll get the keys. Anyway, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go get a plug splitter so we can plug in all 3 of these heaters at one time, so that way we can adjust them. Obviously we're going to go one by one. We're not going to just have all 3 running at the same time. At the end though, we will, but not right now. So I'll be right back. And I did paint this gas can blue because I didn't want anybody putting jet fuel in the lawnmower. The other thing that I also don't like too is when people say how explosive jet fuel is. So we just poured some out. Let's try to light it. Let's try some lighting some in here. Oh, the lighter, it went out. Look, did you see that? The lighter. Ah, it went out. So that right there discredits all of Hollywood's BS about how explosive jet fuel is, because I just picked this up Saturday and I just picked all that up today. So for those of you that think that jet fuel is so explosive, well, we just proved that. And look, the lighter's soaked in it. Look, it's literally coming out. Well, that's not going to want to light because it's soaked in. Oh, look, see? Look, lit. And again, here we go. Boom! And I'm still here. So, can't believe everything you see on Hollywood. Okay, so the first heater we're going to tackle is this one. So, this one's been sitting for a while. As you can see, it's just full of dust and everything. So I think, and the fuel cap does not look like it's on there very well. So, the first thing we're gonna do, oh yeah, it's not even on there, is we're going to get a pump and we're gonna pump out all of this fuel that's in this thing. There is a master drain on the back of this heater, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I'm more focused about just getting the fuel drain for, even if there's only like a little bit left. This jet fuel stuff is amazing. It's a good cleanser. It has a lot of chemicals. Oh, and also jet fuel has a smell of like kerosene, but it's like you can smell the kerosene in it, but it also has other additives too that prevent it from freezing in the air as well. So it has like different detergents. I can't tell you all of them because I really don't know myself, but I know it has more oh my goodness, I can't even say it, more cleaning properties and more properties to help it not freeze. So running jet fuel instead of just kerosene or diesel will also extend the life of your equipment. Now, I know a lot of people can't get their hands on jet fuel because, again, getting jet fuel is very hard unless you have a jet. But if you know somebody, then you can get it, which I do. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get this pumped out, get this cleaned up and wiped down so we can maybe get the fuel gauge working again. As you can see, there's just a layer of grime on everything. So let's go ahead and get that one working. So I got the key to the shop, so I got it open now. As you can see, the shop is actually surprisingly clean. Well, the definition of clean is definitely, well, it's not cleaned all the way up, but it is definitely a lot better than it was. And so this is the new setup of the hydronic system. I have a valve that regulates pressure and flow to the hydronic system, and also I've put that radiator back in place as well. So we have the car heater core, and I'm going to be buying 2 more computer fans, and we'll have a stack of 4 on there. And I know what someone's saying, well, there's already 3 on there. Well, I'm going to replace one of them because one of them is kind of not working too well. So we're going to do that. And also the batteries are at 12.9. Our solar panels are doing good. And I bought 2 brand new batteries, as you can see. This wiring here, that's all for just the fan. And I just took a piece of thermostat wire and ran it up here. But eventually all that's going to be in a switch box over here. As you can see, I tried to solder this together. I didn't have a big enough heat shrink, so and I need to add some more solder to it, but that working for now. Got a battery charger here too, so when those low solar days, can use that generator to charge the batteries. Now, I'm not claiming to be off the grid. I'm just saying that I can be power independent. But anyway, that's not what I came in here to get. But let's turn it on and we'll take a look at it. Oh, and these heaters will also burn jet fuel, but right now I have just regular on-road diesel in them. But anyway, so that'll turn on in a minute and that'll start heating up some water. So let's get this pump over here and let's get this old gas can. Hang on, I'm trying to hold the phone. This old can full of old fuel anyway. And let's come out here. Well, let's turn off the lights because we don't want to waste electricity, because we only have a limited number of watts that we can use throughout the day. So we're going to come over here and pump out this heater now. That noise you hear, that's the S-bar hydronic firing up over there. But I got this pump, so let's start pumping out some diesel. I'll probably have just pulled about 1 gallon of diesel out of this so far. As you can see here, it's dripping off there. So what I'm probably going to do is add a little bit of jet fuel into here so that I can continue to clean that out. So I'll take this little bit of jet fuel that I was experimenting around with over there, and we're going to pour it right into here as soon as I can have enough hands to do it. So as you can hear, I just poured some jet fuel. Like I said, it smells like kerosene and other stuff because it's got cleansers in it and stuff that'll help it. We're going to set the heater like this, upside down. I gotta hold it though because it'll fall. Look at all these spider webs. They're going to clean this thing too. But I'm going to start pumping again. Okay, so I got as much of the diesel as I possibly could out of it. There is still a like tiny little bit that I cannot get, but I think that'll be okay, because I think what we're going to do is we're going to put about 1/2 gallon of jet fuel into this heater, and as you can see right here, it says it'll burn it, but then again, any one of these heaters will burn this stuff, and it burns it clean too. So I think we're gonna pump about a half a gallon of this jet fuel into the heater, and then after we do that, I think we're gonna try to start it up. I haven't started it. As you can see, I don't even have the extension cord plugged into it, and so we're gonna start it up together on jet fuel as soon as I dump about half a gallon or a gallon of it into there. And then what we're gonna do after that is we're gonna let this thing just run until it flames out due to no more fuel. So, and we'll do that. We'll do it again, and then we should be all set for running it just strictly on jet fuel. Diesel's okay to burn in it, as it says right there. It'll burn 1 and 2 fuel oil, but remember, the cleaner the fuel, the less wear and tear on all the stuff. And since this has been abandoned for so long, I am giving it the best fighting chance to come back to life and stay running after that. So anyway, that is what's going on now, and I should also hear it's getting really cold outside. So I just poured some in there, and well, you can see it. So we're just gonna shake it up real good, and then we're going to try to get this lid to fit again on it, and see from there. It looks like it's kind of broken, so if not, we'll just kind of set it on there. But let's see if we can actually get it to close. Let's see. Hang on one second. Got it closed. So let's so I got it closed. So let's move this. Oh, that's like 2 gallons in there of old diesel that we're gonna burn in the campfire. And looks like we dropped good level there. So let's go ahead and get the extension cord and plug it in. So I'm just gonna keep it going while I get the extension cord. Actually though, because I gotta wind up this extension cord. One second. Okay, so I have the end of the extension cord. The extension cord is not plugged in, but here it is. The heater is going to be turned off. So I'm gonna turn this off. I promise I did not start it at all. So look at that, there's a spider coming out of the plug. Haven't even plugged it in yet. So now's the moment of truth. So you can see we are coming over here to plug in this extension cord. So let's plug this in right into here. Then let's come over here and let's turn on the heater and see what happens. Nice. Oh yeah, there's the kerosene jet fuel smell. So it's got that jet fuel burning now. All that smoke you just saw, that was all the diesel that just blew out of it. I'm pretty sure. Smell the burning dust too. Man, that feels good. But that's the first startup in at least 2 years, so that's good. So like I said, we're gonna let it run now. We're gonna let it run like this until it runs completely out of fuel. The time is currently 18:22, so I'll come back when this thing runs out of fuel, which I have a feeling will probably be in about 30 minutes to an hour, because about a gallon of fuel lasts about an hour in this. So we'll come back when that is about to run out of fuel, or is out of fuel. All right, well, so now that we got that one running, as you can hear, let's work on this one. So basically I have this can here because this is basically just water in this fuel tank, and it's so nasty. A lot of it's dried up. There's so much rust in there. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's like so just rusty and just nasty. Like there's all kinds of just nasty nastiness in there. So what we're going to try to attempt to do is clean it out today, so I don't have to keep running on a Powerade bottle. So that's the goal for this one. That one runs perfectly. We're just going to fill it up is what we're basically going to do with that one. So that's what we'll do. But I need to let that other one run over there for a while so we can make sure to get all the diesel out of it. Anyway, so let's get this pump over here and start pumping out some of this nasty stuff. I guarantee it's going to be a really, really nasty heater in this thing. So let's do this. Well, I got this kind of this number 10 can. If it'll even pump it. Oh, there's so much sludge in there. Alright, well, plan C. We're going to just dump it through the hole. And I'll be back when I get that done. Whoops. So, I'm a genius. I stacked the heater up really high and started pulling this nasty, rusty junk out of there. Wow, that's so bad. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a rag, stuff a rag down there, and just clean it up best I can with a rag. Then we'll take some of that, not jet fuel, but that old diesel stuff that we pulled out of that heater, and we're going to just shake it around in there. And hopefully there's no pinholes or anything like that in this tank. So I also need to take this fuel gauge out, which we'll do right now. Oh man, these things are always so hard to get out. There we go. So I need to take this out too and look at it, make sure it doesn't look too bad. You can see it's got like a little tiny bit of surface rust, but the gauge itself is just absolutely blanked up. So don't really know how I'm going to fix that right now. I think what I'm going to do is possibly just set it in front of that heater for a minute and let it dry out. That might be the best option at this point. Just kind of set it, like get some of these bricks, stack it up over here, and just let it dry. Might be our best option. Well, it ain't stupid if it works. So we have a bunch of bricks here, but I just noticed this float is no good. So the fuel gauge is broken, but I still need it to put it on until I can get a new one. Because that seal up there, because we have a hole in the fuel tank right now, but it's not stupid if it works. So I stacked up all the bricks to let it dry there for a while. Still got to go get my rag so I can get this thing cleaned up. Man, what a mess. Well, I think the only thing I can do at this point is put some of this old diesel in it. Just try and start it and see what happens. I know it goes against my better judgment of keeping equipment running. Like I said, we just changed all the fuel in that. But at this point, this fuel tank is in pretty bad shape. Well, it's not that it's leaking or anything, it's just holding some fuel, but there's a lot of sediment in there that I just can't get with the pump or even drain it the way this tank is. It's another one of Procom's more famous designs. So I think, like I said, the best part is, even though there is a lot of junk, there is a fuel filter right here, and we can change that. So I think let's just kind of put this all back together like that. Okay, so like that. And yes, I know the fuel cap's off, and I know there's a bunch of things missing, but let's try and plug it in. We'll level it out here. Try to give it the best thing that it can do to run. So let me go get an extension cord over here in the shop. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work with that. Let's try this again. I don't know if my phone stopped recording, but nope. So, back to cleaning the tank. Oh, yummy. Oh, all kinds of nasty stuff it probably picked up trying to start on that. So I figured out the problem. It was just super low on fuel, so I just put this entire thing of old diesel in it. As you see, it's not looking good at all for this thing. So we might be able to save the tank, we may not be able to, I don't know. But we'll find out now that we're at 99% sure that we have enough fuel to start it. This is just, I don't know how it happened to this thing, but it's, yeah, see, it's not, it's probably just plugging up rust. That's probably what's going on. But it's just taking on rust. Let's see in there. Well, it's not look that bad. Let's keep playing around with it and see if we can get it to run. We'll get back to you when we get this thing maybe running. So the current time is 18:57. So apparently I didn't have as much jet fuel in it as I thought I did. But she is out. Out of jet fuel. So that's good. We can keep adding more and more fuel to it. This thing, this thing was like a little squishy marshmallow. See it? Oh, that water's hot from it sitting on that thing and rusty as heck. So yeah, the fuel gauge is completely blanked up on that other heater. So we're still gonna put it back in. It just won't work. We are still trying to get this heater going again. So stand by. So I had a little bit more success. I got this one going. Sorry I didn't film it. What happened was the fuel pump pressure got all screwed up. So it wouldn't even start on jet fuel either. So it's running on diesel right now. This thing's just running on duct tape and luck right now, I guess, because I really don't know what to say about it. It's, the fuel tank is definitely in need of a lot of attention. This fuel gauge needs to be replaced, but we did get it fired up. So that is the good thing, is that it's running. Don't know how well it's running, but the pump pressure is 5.6 or 5.5 right now. So for 100,000 BTUs, I think that's within range. Might be a little high, but better than what it was before, where it wasn't running. I would not recommend a Procom like this one. I wouldn't recommend them. They are very finicky, and I mean finicky. Like, look at all this fuel that it dumped out the front when I'm just trying to start. Literally dumped all this all over the place out the front and off the side. It looks like we got a, hold on a second. I think we either have a leak from back there from when I was playing with it, or leaked up here, but we might have a leak in the fuel tank, but we'll see. We'll clean it all up and see. But right now it's running. So I really don't want to mess with it too much. I just want to kind of let it run on its own tank there for a little bit. I have the feeling that tank is just going to be all screwed up for the rest of its life. I don't know. I don't think this thing has very much life left in it anyway. So, but we'll run it till it dies. So I'm burning up a lot of this old diesel anyway. So. Let's take a look at this one, see what we can come up with on this one. Well, it's like I said before, this one ran out of fuel, so we're gonna top it completely off, hopefully. We'll at least get it 3 gallons, start it back up. This one, it has a mix of, well, actually it's more kerosene, jet fuel than it is diesel now, so that's good. I've been slowly doing what I did to that one, to this one, because I actually got this one going first. So let's go ahead and throw the rest of this jug of jet fuel into this one. So let's do that right now, actually. So while that's running, fill the rest of this jug into this heater. Oh yeah. Drink up, my thirsty friend. Now this one holds 11 gallons according to the sticker, so we won't be topping it all the way off. And this one has no fuel gauge either. This one's quite old actually. It's way older than me, I know that. But look at all that good stuff going in there. Oh man, somebody better call the EPA about that. I'll do it in the morning. If I remember or even care, which I probably won't, because I don't care. Blank the EPA. I'll say it right here on my YouTube, blank them. And the other guy too. Them and the other guy. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, what is with me? It's spilling. See, we started talking about that one guy, and now look what happened. We have a mess. We have a mess to clean up. We shouldn't talk about him anymore. Man, how long is this going to take? Everyone's probably like, why am I just watching 2 minutes of the heater getting fueled up? This is very important stuff. Everybody wants to know how to spill jet fuel on the ground and fill up their torpedo heater. This is very good stuff. For everybody wants to know. Let's see what our fuel level's at. It's almost all in there. There we go. I think it just finished. And that's all it's going to pour out there. So now we look in the hole and we can see we got tons of jet fuel in there now. So, pause. This thing is running very, very well. So, yeah, look at that. Pump pressure is great. So yeah, this thing's running amazingly well on the jet fuel. So, we're done with the diesel age around here. Well, we're still gonna run diesel in the shop because it's a little cheaper. But if I can, I'm going to try to burn jet fuel in at least these two right here. That one may not be around for much longer because, like I said, that fuel tank's in terrible shape. But for now, we have got our jet fuel heaters running. I still have 5 gallons in that can. I'm just playing. I won't make you watch me pour all this in there. We'll come back when it's done. Alright, so it says we have about 1/4 of a tank now, and I did spill some everywhere. And ignore that blue paint. That's this can. But anyway, none of it got in the actual fuel itself. As you can see, there's nothing. It's just right here on the edge. I should not have painted that thing. But anyway, the gauge says we have about 1/4 of a tank. So there's about 2 gallons of that. See, that paint is just not good. We're gonna have to get a little bit of cleaner and clean that all up. But anyway, so let's put this cap on. Now that we're absolutely soaked in jet fuel. As you can see, all my equipment around here is very old and doesn't like to do stuff sometimes, but that's alright. Ain't nothing wrong with old equipment, right? Get it going. Hopefully I don't smoke out the neighborhood. Sometimes when this thing first starts up, after running out of fuel, oh look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. Hold on a second. Look at that pretty blue flames. It's like a bluish orange. I would not have got that with diesel, not at all. So that's amazing. So I think that'll about sum it up for tonight. I did a lot of work on them. As you can see, it's super cold, and the thermostat on the yellow heater, this one, is not working. It's not accurate. It's a lot colder than 34 degrees out right now, so just keep that in mind. But it is, I'm trying to keep it in the light so you can see me, because it's dark out here. So right now, with all these heaters running, it's good. I was gonna say something, I totally spaced it. But anyway, here's my face. So give you a little rundown of what we did. So what we did tonight is we got the fuel all changed with the yellow one here. We fueled up the red one right here. So there's the yellow one. We just got it filled up and cleaned all the old diesel out of it. This is that red one. We filled it up, fueled it up. We didn't fill it all the way up because, again, it holds 11 gallons. This one we attempted to fix it. So we attempted to fix the gray one right here. Got it started. It's running. But again, don't know how long that fuel tank is going to last. There's still a lot of debris in there, so I kind of don't want to I don't want to put the $6 a gallon jet fuel into that and have it get screwed up, and then I'm not able to use it anywhere else. So I think for now, we'll run a couple of gallons of just regular pump diesel in that one for now, and that'll see what happens with that. So we'll go from there. So right now, as it all stands, all three of them are working. So I call that a success. We came to do a job and we did it. We got them running. And we got all the fuel chains on these two. So look at this one. Every once in a while, yeah, you see that? Yeah, every once in a while, I'll see a little flame lick past the cone there. It's like a little fire-breathing dragon right there. Got two fire-breathing dragons right there. That one and that one. I bet that one does it too, but we're not even over there to see that one. But yeah, that's so cool. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to my channel. This is Greg. We'll see you on the next one.